Hey there DIYers, welcome back to the channel. So this is a follow-up to my previous video about the surging engine on this Pool & Pro. So got some extra things I need to check, so let's get right into it. All right, check this out. Okay, it wasn't very noticeable, but the thing is I was spraying starting fluid or brake, carburetor cleaner down right here at the manifold connection. And I believe I have a little bit of a ring problem there, a sealant problem. So we're going to pull this off, take a look at those gasket rings and see if they need to be replaced. All right, so you see how this O-ring, this green, or I guess it looks kind of green there. Yeah, see how it's like fit in here, and then right here at this spot, it's like bent over. That is a bad seal, and I think, looks like, yeah, we've actually got it on both sides. So, and you can see that dust, how it collects right there, and it's dust collecting right there. That's a clear indication that that's where it is leaking. So that is part of the reason why our engine was still surging. Now, the last time I put it back together, it was doing a little better, and that was part on me because I imagine I was cranked it down tighter than what the torque specs were. So I helped kind of help that seal better than it actually was supposed to with, the amount of torque you're supposed to get. I think it's supposed to get like 20 to 30 pounds of pressure, but I know I forced it more. I made it plenty tight. So I helped I helped resolve the issue just by over tightening it. But we'll go ahead and get these replaced and get a proper seal in there. And I think this thing's going to run a lot better. So let's go ahead and get those popped out and get that replaced. Pulled out of there pretty easy. Yep. Go ahead and get this other side. Okay. Alright, got this new set, just came in from Amazon. So good, and just get this pressed in there. Make sure it's nice and pressed in all the way. Okay, and that was pressed in there like so. So that should be good. Let's double check this other side here. Okay, I think we're good to go now. And the other thing I did was I was able to find the correct hose for this vacuum. This is a vacuum hose that makes this pump work. And this actually wasn't sure. Whoa, that's tearing from, so I just tore off there. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this cap off so I can get that piece out of there and put this in correctly. I think this has got some type of a gasket on it. Yep, it does. Ooh. Oh, so this is actually where the valves are. Look at that. Alright. Alright, so first thing I want to do is clean off all of the old gasket material. So just use a straight edge razor here. Just kind of start getting it scraped off. Can't really peel it off. So it's just the tedious process of scraping it with the blade. Alright, so after you got this all cleaned up, get all the gasket material cleaned off of there as well as off the cover, and just go ahead and put not too much, but just basically a little bead all the way around. Like so. I just use my finger just kind of so I can get kind of like an even distribution around, spread it out a little bit. You don't want it to be too heavy to where it's, once it's tightened, it squeezes a bunch on the inside. You just want enough just so it's gonna give you good coverage. Okay. Just like so. And so this isn't like a pressurized system or anything. This is basically, you know, just a seal to keep oil from coming out. So it doesn't need to be super tight or anything. As long as it has just a you know, kind of like a rubberized sealing properties around it, you're going to be good. So we've got that. No need to put it on the other side because once this goes on, that'll seal. So what we'll do is we'll give this just a few minutes to kind of set up a little bit. Want to get just a little bit tacky. Then once that's on, then we'll go ahead and put it on there. All right, so I think we gave this adequate time to, yep, feels like it's fairly drying up there pretty good. So we're gonna get these bolts back in here. Okay, just go around, snug it up. I can see the silicone just slightly squeezing out. So it's let me know I'm getting a good seal around. I don't want to super tighten these. These probably only need like maybe 5 to 10 pounds of pressure, if that. So not really putting my arm into it, just making sure they're snug. Because again, this isn't a pressure type of seal, but it does need enough so it can have a vacuum, because this is actually putting a vacuum into here. So I'll go ahead and get this snapped down in there. We'll attempt to anyway. Yep, just like that. That goes up over there like that. And now we've got successful check something here on that hose. There we go. That part of it, top lip was binding down inside, so got that fixed. That's all on there. We got the breather on. Everything's good. All right, so let's see if that made a difference. It seems like it's running pretty dang smooth. I think I am happy. All right, good deal. So looks like I took care of the problem. That was ultimately, it may have been the carburetor was fine. The previous carburetor was fine. It was just the vacuum leak on the intake going into the heads. So definitely something to check when you're doing this troubleshooting. When you pull the carburetor off to clean it, check that gasket, see how that seal is, that O-ring to your heads from the manifold. And you know, I say if you pull it off for no more than those were, a couple bucks, it'd be worth replacing anyway. So I feel a lot better knowing that my mower's running a lot better now. So if you like this content, please comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for upcoming videos, and until next time.